If I could cry right now on demand, I would. I basically blew the account today. I hit my daily loss limit, and I think, for me at least, the lesson that I learned from this, because I've been on a good win streak, is to not really listen to people when you have a good groove going. Like, you can see how you're going to get to the end result, because that might just throw a wrench in your momentum. So yeah, I blew the funded account. It was a 10K account. It's $100. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but overall, for the consistency, I would have rather to not blow it. Right? You can see the amount of trades I took, the amount of days I traded. So it's long. I've had this account longer than usual because I actually took it back up from close to losing up to close to break even, and then basically lost a lot of it today, and that caused me to hit my daily loss limit, right? Um, so I think just don't listen to people, especially when you have a good group going. And I'm not gonna listen to anybody anymore. I don't want any trading advice, don't any trading tips. I don't want to hear your opinion, especially when I'm doing so good, because it can really throw you off. So let's look into the trades I made today. Or just over leverage, just huge position as I was taking so much position. And then just my psychology is totally off, especially taking bigger losses, right? So I actually had only two trades today, but one was a loss of 150 and one was a loss of 200. And that's what actually took me over that level. So let's get into them. One was a sell on the Dow Jones. I entered at 957. So let's move it over. And you can see my stop loss actually got hit on the previous trade. Okay. So I think that messed me up and I didn't realize. That's also something where you're not paying attention. You can definitely get damage. So I entered from yesterday, but I got stopped out today and I didn't realize that was adding to my daily loss limit. So we'll actually look at the trade from yesterday that actually got stopped today. And then that actually influenced my daily loss limit because I was calculating the loss and I was saying, okay, if I hit this one and I'm down, right? That's what messed me up, man. Damn. That's what messed me up. That's what messed me up. Didn't even realize that having a loss early in the day, that was an $80 loss. So let's look at that. So I entered at 10 a.m. yesterday, and I had a sell. I had a sell at 39890. 39890. That was my entry. My take profit was somewhere much lower, of course, and then my stop loss was 39960. Okay, so I got stopped out. This is showing 9 o'clock. Is that right? Yep. 9:30 here for a loss of 89. So I took a $89 loss here. The next trade now I re-entered for the sell, looking for it to continue back to the downside. Entered that at 9 again. That was on the Dow Jones 30. I'm being specific about the Dow Jones 30 because I actually traded the Nasdaq the other way. But then I got stopped out before the market actually made that move. So this one I entered here, 39899. Yeah, I had my take profit anywhere below, and then I actually got stopped out at 39975. Looking at this, at this point, I probably should have seen that the market is going against me, but I was very biased, and Taking these bigger losses was definitely hitting my psychology. I'm not typically used to taking these bigger losses, so I'll work on that. I mean, I'm going to purchase our account today so that we have that to trade for Monday. I'm thinking probably a 50K account and we can graduate 50K or 20K account. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass it and get funded and get a profit. All of that, just managing my risk and taking it slowly. Going bigger when I can, but of course, I'm not going to try to go big like I did with this one. So you can see I entered with a zero point 0.4 here. It's much bigger than my usual. I usually go for a 0.07 or even a zero point 0.1, right? So now I'm going zero point 0.4, which is actually 4 times my usual risk. Plus I had that bigger margin. So with me having, it's not even a bigger margin. It's just because I went with a zero point 0.4 as I was trying to recover some of those losses. Because if you're looking at this, this is my typical stop loss. But then because I had a zero point 0.4, it ended up being much bigger. On this last one, I actually entered a 0.2 on the NAS 100. And what I don't like about this is not going to match perfectly. You're only going to have an idea of where I entered and exited because the prices are different. So I entered at 10. Let's see if this one even matches up. I entered at 10 at 20, 386, 86, right? Then I actually got stopped out. No, I was looking for a buy. Let's remove this. Of course, the Pepperstone is matching up with it now, but the whole time we were trying to get it to match all the weeks before it wasn't matching. This thing is crazy, yo. That's why people say you should trade futures because the price is like everybody sees the same price and everybody's trading the same thing. So my stop loss was there like 2336, got stopped out for a loss of 206. So I got stopped out on the same candle. The market actually went higher from there. So I wasn't wrong on the move, but just not having that big enough space for my trade to play out and also taking such a big risk. Should have probably closed it out pretty quickly, but my psychology was effed from the day, right? But I'm gonna do a new account and just follow my strategy and scale up. As you've seen, I've been having consistency, but over leveraging definitely had an influence on this. So I will just take it easy, work on my strategy is working out, and just look to make out. If I have great trade, and I'm thinking also if I have great trades Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably don't look for more than one trade Thursday and Friday because Thursday and Friday I notice those aren't the best days for me at least, right? Let's get into the watch list now. So we're gonna start with the usual Bitcoin. What did Bitcoin do today? Of course, Bitcoin isn't really doing much either. Basically stayed at the 57K level throughout the week. Tesla Tesla did not continue the sell off, actually had a little rebound at 248, but I would still expect for it to kind of sell off from here. Like this looks like a false rebound, to be honest. IMMR come down a little, but still in that 10 range at 10.72. Bitfarms, Bitfarms at 2.53, so even Bitfarms is slightly higher than yesterday. Nvidia had a large sell-off yesterday, but then you kind of came back up a little at 129. What is this now? AMD, not much movement today. We're still at 181 from yesterday. SMCI is a little higher at 909 closing today. ASML, I'm trying to iterate this. This is the company that makes the equipment that makes the chips. So they sell these equipments to people that prefab chips such as TSM, Intel. I'm not sure if they do Nvidia, but that's actually like the field they're in. So ASML is a little higher at 1084. We have Eli Lilly, that's that Alzheimer's drug, still pushing up at 948. And we also have TLT. I think bonds sold off. No, bonds actually went up today at 9.380. So let's get into this. My narrative for today is I blew my account. Don't listen to anyone. Do your own thing, especially when you're seeing results. Blew account consistency. Watch out for anything that can throw you off. So I'm basically saying, blew my account. If you're seeing consistency, watch out for anything that can throw you off. We'll lock in and see profits on the next account, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.